All right, guys, so we are going to get started in child's pose today. And I want you to just take your knees out, take them about as wide as your mat. We're going to untuck the toes, our feet are close together, and just sit back towards your heels. From here, walk out onto your elbows, and if you want to, you can extend your arms if you'd like to. And just let your body be heavy. We're going to start with some quiet time, some time to breathe, some time to just recollect ourselves into the present moment. And so I just want you to shift your awareness into whatever space it is that you're in right now. Maybe you're at home, maybe you've made some space in your office, but come into that space, let your mind be present in what you're doing. So resting on your mat, letting other thoughts pass through your mind as they come in, acknowledge them, and let them pass on by. Take a deep breath in, open your mouth and exhale. Inhale and let it out. Let's look towards our hands, spread your fingers wide, think about rooting into your palms, and come forward. And we'll walk our knees so that they're under the hips and our hands are underneath our shoulders. Inhale, press your belly down and look forward. Exhale, lift your spine, tuck your chin right onto your chest. Inhale, look forward. Think about drawing the shoulders back. Exhale, chin to chest, lift the spine. And I want you to roll through that a few more times. Move with the pace of your own breath. Don't feel rushed. Take one more round, and then keep your knees where they are. Sit back again, taking a child's pose. You can bring head between the arms, right onto the mat, or right onto a prop like a block or a pillow. And let's walk both hands over. We're going to take them off the left edge of the mat. And long arms here, walk them out long and reach through the right hand like you're reaching past your left hand. And let's come over to the other side. Take both hands off to the right side. We're taking that left hand now just a little beyond the right hand. And so we feel that nice opening through the left side and underneath the left arm. Let's come back forward, both hands nice and secure on the mat here, almost like your palms are like suction cups on the mat. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Let's come forward onto hands and knees, aligning, realigning hands under shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale, reach the left leg back, right arm and forward, holding here, exhale. And I want you to just stay with your breath and tune into your body along with the cues that I'm about to mention. So I want you to try to keep your hips level, they're side by side. That left hip isn't higher than the right hip. And we're pointing the left toes down. I'm reaching long through my leg and long through my reaching arm. So a few things to think about. Try to relax your neck. Let's take one more breath in right here. And then exhale, set it down. And I'm just gonna have you take a C curve. So kind of like we did with our child's pose, we're gonna keep our left hand here and we're gonna walk that right hand off the left edge of the mat. So we're coming into a curved spine, lateral curve, side to side, and just reaching over to the left. And kind of like you were wagging your tail, push your hip over towards the left. We're gonna bring it back the other way. Replace your right hand under your shoulder. We'll take left hand off the right edge of the mat, and now I'm gonna wag my tail, push my right hip over to the right side, creating that curve in the other direction. That should feel nice. And let's bring it back to center. Okay, so reset your table, hands under shoulders, knees under the hips. Let's reach the right leg back and the left arm forward. We're gonna think about all of those same points again. Hips side by side, keep a long spine, engage your belly so you're kind of pulling in, sucking in at that belly. We're reaching length through the arm and the leg. Relax the neck. Deep breath in and set it down. Let's take it side to side. Reach left leg back, right arm forward, and release down. Right leg back, left arm forward, and set it down. We're holding this time. Inhale, left leg back, right arm forward. Think about cat back, lifting the spine. Bring the elbow and knee towards one another. And then inhale, reach back out to long. Exhale, elbow towards knee. Inhale, come back. Remember those points we talked about right here. One more time, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach long and hold it. Hips side by side. Reach long through the leg, long through the arm. And release down. I'm just gonna have you take the left hand off the right edge of the mat. Reach right hip over towards the right. And almost like you're reaching your left ribs towards the left side of your space. Just for a moment here. We'll take it back the other way. Let's replace that left hand. Right hand off the left edge. Reach your left hip towards the left and your right ribs reaching towards your right space. Deep breath in and let it out. Let's come back to our strong table. We're gonna get that other side. Inhale, reach your right leg back, left arm forward. Exhale, cat tilt, elbow to knee. Inhale, long reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last time. Inhale, reach long, level out your hips. Draw the belly in, reach long and strong. And release down. All right, so I'm gonna give us a couple options here. You can either sit back, take a child's pose, or if you would like to, take a downward facing dog. So I'd recommend starting from a high plank. That'll position your hands and your feet correctly. And then lifting your hips up and back, okay? And this is one of those places where you'll be reminded that it's nice to be on a yoga mat. You don't want your hands sliding around. And that can sometimes happen if you're on carpet or on a mat that's not sticky. Let's take a deep breath in and let it out. Deep breath in and let it out. So we're all meeting at the top of the mat. You can get there any way you like. Maybe you want to walk it up. Maybe you need to stand up and then come on to the top of your mat. Let's take a forward fold. We'll keep the feet spaced apart about hip distance for now and find a more active reach down. So I feel stretching through the back of my thighs, stretching in my lower back, and my arms are actively reaching down. I want you to come back to your breath right here. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, let's roll all the way up to stand. Let's scoop the hands overhead, circle them up, tall reach, and release them down to sides. Deep breath in, find a gentle back bend here, hands reach overhead. Exhale, reach out, swan dive forward, forward fold. Deep breath in and let it out. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up, reverse that swan dive, reaching arms out, and then overhead. We'll release them down to sides. Let's do this one more time. Deep breath in, scoop up, gentle back bend. Exhale, reach out, roll it forward, forward fold. Bring a soft bend into your knees. Relax the neck, let your head hang. Let's bring hands to opposite elbows, head hanging between the arms now. And take ragdoll, gentle sway from side to side. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Come back to center, release your elbows, reach your hands back down. Inhale, come to a halfway lift. So we're finding length through the spine from the tailbone all the way up through the crown of the head. And I want you to roll your shoulders back here and think about reaching your heart forward. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale, let's bring hands to hips. Exhale, press through your feet, come all the way up to stand tall. Deep breath in, scoop hands overhead. Exhale, reach them out to sides and then down. So we're gonna do a little bit of balance here. Let's keep this small distance between the feet, and we'll step the right foot back to high lunge, okay? So it's a long step back. I still have some space between my feet widthwise. We're bending into this front knee and then engage your back leg. So I just turned it on, I'm reaching it long, okay? Let's bring ourselves up nice and tall and reach hands overhead. And I want you to try to relax your toes here on the left side. Okay, root into the pad of your feet, relax those toes. Deep breath in and let it out. One more breath here. As you exhale, let's turn the back heel down, open the arms, we're in warrior two. Okay, maybe a little wider with that warrior two because of our foot setup originally, but just stay with me here. Engage the back leg, track that front knee forward. Inhale, flip your front palm, come to peaceful warrior. Gentle back bend, and warrior two, exhale. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Let's lengthen the front leg and now step this back foot about 1/3 of the way forward for setting up triangle. Reach the left right hip back. We'll tilt forward, bring the left hand down, and we'll peel the right arm to open. And I want you to think about length and opening here. Draw your right shoulder back, draw your right hip back, stacking the right shoulder right over the left, and the right hip right over the left hip. Keep your legs. Inhale, let's take a gentle back bend, peaceful triangle. And then come back to that warrior two. So we're gonna kind of work in reverse here. You're in somewhat of a shorter lunge here. So we're coming up onto those back toes again. And then bring hands down to the mat. We'll lower the right knee down to the floor. Untuck your toes. We'll peel up into low lunge, pressing forward through the hip points, coming into a gentle back bend. Make sure you keep breathing. Try to draw the shoulders back, let your head peek through your arms. Deep breath in and let it out. Let's bring hands down to the floor. I want you to use your hands to walk this left foot. Actually walk it several inches forward because we started kind of short here. So I walked my foot forward maybe 5-6 inches. We're going to a half split. So half split, we'll start taking those hips back, finding length through this front leg, ideally stacking the hips over that planted knee. And now we're pointing our toes back towards the shin. And this is a very intense stretch, okay? You could bring hands up on the blocks, something higher, or your balance allows, you could take them right onto your own leg. Try to stay away from the knee. And I know some of you are more flexible. If you have whole split, I'm not gonna do it. I can't do it. You could always take this to whole split and lengthen that back leg so you're in that split. Okay. Last breath right here. Let's use our hands to walk this left foot back so we get re-grounded and tuck your right toes under. We're gonna come up into runner's lunge and we'll stand nice and tall in it again, okay? One last breath right here, bring it in, let it out, and come to the top of your mat. Just shake it out right here. We're gonna set those feet back down. Again, right underneath the hips, a little space between them. Inhale, scoop hands overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Bring it down, find your active stretch. Deep breath in and let it out. Inhale, let's come to that halfway lift and hold. Staying right here, exhale. Deep breath in and out, keeping that length through your spine, a little standing core work. Let's open the arms out to sides. Reach your right arm forward, take that left arm back. Bring them back out like airplane arms, airplane wings. Take your left arm forward, take your right arm back. Bring them back out, airplane wings. Inhale, reach both arms back, engage your core, get ready. Exhale, keep length, reach both arms forward. Inhale, draw them back. Exhale, reach them forward. One more time here. Inhale, we reach back. Exhale, reach forward, stay here, deep breath in. Exhale, take your forward fold. Let your head and neck relax here. Deep breath in and let it out. Inhale, we're rolling all the way up. Scoop hands overhead and release them to sides. So we're gonna do that sequence on the other side now. Right foot stays forward. We're going to that high lunge. Left leg, near a wall, good thing. Left leg takes a long step back. Things do happen, guys. You probably know that by now with me. And reach hands overhead. So we're bending into that right knee, long and engaged through this back leg. Try to find some reaching energy out of your fingertips, but keep pulling those shoulders down into their sockets. Strong in the belly, always sucking it in a little bit there. Deep breath in and out. Inhale and exhale. Let's turn that back heel down, finding our warrior two. So our hips opened up, reach long through both arms, strength through that back leg. Flip your front palm, inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. And so we're shortening our stance, getting ready for our triangle here. So we'll lengthen through both legs, draw that left hip back, reach forward to your right, and then tilt into your triangle. Finding length and opening here. See if you can shift your gaze up. That will help to keep you open. Stay with your breath. Deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale, keep those legs. Peaceful triangle, take a little back bend here. Come back to the shorter warrior two. Here's our balance. So we'll come up onto those left toes. And then start bringing hands down towards the floor. Frame your right foot, lower left knee, and then untuck left toes. Let your hands guide you into Anjalayasana, low lunge, reaching that left hip point forward, deep bend in the right knee, draw the arms back, let your head peek between your arms, breathe here. Let's carefully start to come out of that. So we'll start to come up. And for that half split, we're taking the right heel, bringing it forward several inches, probably 5 to 6. I know I shortened up a lot, so I walked it out a lot. We're lengthening through that front leg without locking it out, okay? And then keeping some length in the spine, we're hinging forward over the leg, bringing hands either to your own body, to some props, or right onto the floor, okay? So I just want to show you the difference between rounding and length. This is me really working at keeping length in my spine. This is me rounding, okay? So I actually sing up a little higher, and I'm hinging as much as I can from here to come down, okay? We're drawing those right toes back. Let's take a couple more breaths. Deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale. And exhale. Let's start coming up. I'll have you use your hand to walk that right foot back. We are going to work in reverse and balance again here for a moment. So we tuck left toes under and start coming up. You'll come from low lunge to runner's lunge, back into your high lunge, nice and tall. Deep breath in and out. And let's come back up to the top of the mat. Feet right under the hips. Inhale, scoop hands overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward, reaching down. Deep breath in here. And let it out. Inhale, roll all the way up to stand. Come to that gentle back bend. And let's release hands to sides. We're gonna come back down onto our mat now. So take a seat and we'll start with the left leg extended out and the right foot is into the left groin. Let's turn towards the left leg. Inhale, reach, get tall. Exhale, fold out over your left leg. Just let those hands come down. And think about reaching the crown of your head towards your toes. That's gonna help keep you longer in your spine. And let's start to come up, reach hands high, release them down to sides. I want you to keep your right knee bent, okay? We're taking this left leg, we'll cross it over. You can cross it so your ankle goes all the way, kind of hooked past your knee, or it could be in front or towards the inside of your knee. Really depends on what feels best for you, and that's how I want you to gauge it. Let's take the left hand outside the left hip. Inhale, reach, get tall. Exhale, twist. You can hook your elbow or you can hook your hand. We're gonna get a gentle bit of leverage right there and pull yourself into that twist. Let's come back around. I just want you to take hands to your shin under the knee. Take a gentle pull right here, and then let's set it down. We're gonna unwind, bring your right leg out long. Left foot now is into the right groin. Let's turn towards that right leg, reach up nice and tall, and fold out over your leg. Let's come back up, nice and tall here. Release hands down. We'll keep this left knee bent and about where it is. And that right leg is coming over now. You can set your foot in front of your knee or cross it all the way over. Try to keep your butt on both sides. Try to keep that connected to the floor. We'll take that right hand outside of the right hip, and we'll take that left arm either hooking elbow or fingertips outside of that right knee, and find your twist. We'll start to come back around. I'm just gonna have you reach for your shin of your right leg. Give your knee a gentle pull in towards you. And we'll release it down. We'll do a wide straddle today. I don't do wide straddle seated too often with you guys. Sorry, Daisy, a little awkward there, buddy. Okay, we're gonna take those legs out wide, and I want you to just flex your feet so you're pointing your toes back. And you can stay right here. This is a stretch for a lot of folks, okay? Yep. And if it's not a stretch for you, I want you to go ahead and roll out over your legs. So you could be Yep, you don't want her to lick you. You could be folding forward in that wide straddle, okay? Or just stay up nice and tall. All right, wherever you are, bring your legs back in, and I want you to scooch forward on your mat a little bit, bend your knees, feet are flat on the floor. We're gonna sit up nice and tall, reach arms straight out from your shoulders. So a little core work before we take it back. We've got that final rest coming up. Keep lengthen your spine, hinge back, maybe just an inch. So you start to feel just a bit shaky through your core right here. And I want you to hold on, keep drawing your shoulders back, lift your chin, keep your heart lifted. Let's reach that right arm up and bring it back down. Reach that left arm up and bring it back down. Let's take hands behind the thighs here. Let your spine round. We're gonna roll all the way down to the floor. And once you get there, let's hug knees into the chest. Give them a gentle hug. You could take a rock here from side to side. And bring feet down to the floor. Let's inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, keep them long and relax them. Let's add the legs. Inhale, reach arms and legs long now. And then exhale, let go, relax them. And we'll move into a final rest from here for just about a minute. You could take traditional Savasana here, or if there's something more comfortable for you, please find that now. Start to bring awareness back into your breath. Let's make some movements with our fingers and toes, hands and feet. Let's take a full body, good morning, refreshing stretch, nice and long. Carefully roll onto one side, make sure you bend at least one knee. As you're ready, let's come up, find a comfortable seat. We'll sit nice and tall. Let your hands rest, palms up, wrists on the knees. Roll your shoulders back, lift your heart. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, sigh it out. One more time here together. Deep breath in. And let it out. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. And Daisy, have a wonderful afternoon. Namaste.